again with another Pillow Talk edition. It's your boy Adam P.
And it's your girl AmberDee. I gotta be real with y'all. We ate dinner late today. So we was running up here to get on this live with y'all. We said what we ain't gonna do is miss this opportunity to come on here and go live.
What we not gonna do
so
is not follow God's command.
I don't even
That
know
we
what you
not
doing,
gonna do.
That's not what we doing right now either.
What you doing?
That's not what we doing right now either.
It can't. I couldn't mess up the algorithm.
It's messed up. Okay, y'all. So today we're gonna pick up where we left off yesterday and do the 101 questions that you ask your partner or spouse to be able to gain a deeper connection.
Get a force of energy.
You know.
Energy. What we doing today?
You tell me. You got all this.
What are we doing?
I'm looking for the
Hey man, part 2. Yesterday, if you were on here, we did part 1, right? We started, kicked it off, asking you 101 questions, hot topic questions that strengthen your communication and is going to develop your relationship. I want you guys to have healthy relations if you want one. But I believe that man was placed to be with woman. So if you're going to be in that establishment, know how to make it work to the best of your ability. And number one thing is you got to do, you can't talk, you got to listen.
You put your hand
You got to ask questions, you got to
I'm going to bite your finger. I'm going to bite your finger.
All right, let's pick it up. So question number 15.
No, it's not. It was on 16.
16. All right, where we at? I went to the chat.
There's nobody in the chat.
Yet?
Yeah, I'm sure you know.
How you just pulled up?
I don't know. Last time. Move. Let me see. What are you doing?
We scrolling on that, y'all. Give us a second.
Hold on. Skip to live.
What?
You'll be able to see if it come up here. I think
Cool.
they updated it.
Cool. Well, it's great then. Great for the update. Thank God for the
They
update.
updated it. Okay. So we're going to pop it back off. And I apologize if my energy is low because I do want to talk to you guys. But I am full. And I ain't never going to fake the funk with y'all. I'm going to let y'all know what's really popping. I'm so full right now.
And we'll be sure that she doesn't make this mistake again.
Maybe.
This is unprofessional.
Is it?
I ain't here for
I think it's real life.
No, it's unprofessional though.
You look petty and laid like a potato on a log. I know you
My energy's still good.
You look like a potato on a log.
When it's time to educate, entertain, and perform. Honey, I am ready to perform. I'm performing.
Okay, well, I done showed up. My energy is always ready to perform. So let's do
Okay.
it. Okay, so question, we're going to pick up where we left off yesterday. Question 16.
Yep.
Do you have any personal objectives that you would like me to assist you with?
Yes.
Get your mic so I can hear you.
Can y'all hear me now? Mic check, mic check. Can you hear me? Yeah. Do I have any personal objectives that I would like you to help me with?
Assist you with, yes.
Absolutely.
What?
I need your help.
With what?
Building this content, creating this content. Like personally, I wanna educate and entertain. I call it edutainment.
Okay.
You like that?
I love that.
What's going on? And I need your help creating this content. My personal objective is I want to get to the spot where we, educate, entertain the world. I can't do it by myself.
Okay.
So if I don't get your help to keep me disciplined and keep me consistent, then we're gonna struggle. I need your help to make sure that we stay consistent and we get this done, because not only it ain't for us, it's for the people. I want to make them feel good.
Yeah.
All right. So that's my objective. What about you? What personal objectives can I help you assist you with?
I'm an energy person.
Energy.
So I need you to keep your energy high.
Yup.
And your attitude higher.
Yup.
And just make sure, you lead in with the energy that you want me to match you with. Because I'm not really good when somebody come like real nasty. I'll give you a second. Like, say if you come and be nasty and I'm like, oh, I don't like this.
Yeah.
I'll try to combat you with positivity. But if it's not immediately matched back, I'm like, oh, this ain't my space. So I would just ask you to try to make sure that you are reading your Bible, you are doing whatever, meditating.
You like that Bible stuff, don't you?
Maybe.
You can read the Bible, then.
Do whatever you need to do to keep this.
Get y'all a girl who look like who read the Bible, y'all. I ain't on here to preach to y'all, but clearly women like when you read the Bible.
Yeah.
Like spiritual connection, spiritual development is real.
Because you're not following yourself, you're following something greater than you, and that is amazing.
Amen. Well, I keep reading the Bible and keep bringing good energy in. What's question number 17?
Okay, so question number 17, we went from 14 to 2. That's wild.
Hey, we focus on the few.
Yeah.
Be faithful over few.
Okay.
All right? We faithful over people who are tapping in. Tap in, man.
So I think it's your time to ask the question.
Oh, let's get it. So, what can we do to support each other in becoming the individuals we wish to be? I'm gonna read that question again slower so you get it.
Okay.
What can we do to support each other in becoming the individuals we wish to be? Yesterday you told me personally you want to be on TV, hosting stuff and being yourself in front of a large audience. That's who you want to be. So what can I do to support you in that journey?
Well, what I've learned, sorry y'all, I'm doing my hair. It's where I gotta get it out, it's itching. So what I learned about my husband is he has a strength that I don't have.
What's that?
Your strength is your network.
My network.
Yeah. I don't have a network like you. I don't have like a contact book that I can call whenever something going on. So I would say for you, I thrive around people. I may not like to be there because I like to be home, but I feel like I am probably one of my best selves when I am out and I am showing my personality. So the more that you get me around people, that gives me the opportunity to connect.
Okay.
And I don't know who you know. It's never about who I know. It's about who you know. And you might know somebody who can open up a door down the road. So I would probably say that because the connection that I currently just like really connected with came from you. It didn't come from me.
All right. Keep you in the room. Get you in the room. Keep you in the room.
Yeah.
All right. We can do that. We can do that. All right. We can do that.
Can we do that? You said that 3 times. I'm not confident.
Here's the thing, too, y'all. I want y'all to understand this one thing. Like, these are the questions you ask. I know we're having these conversations because we've never asked each other these conversations. And when she's saying these words, I'm hearing her and saying, dang, I never would have knew that if she didn't say these words. So now I'm intentionally going to get her around more people so she can do a big one.
The right people.
But here's the thing, though. We don't know who the right people are. Like, you got to just find out.
No. I'm saying the people that you know that, like, we mesh with, though.
Oh, yeah. Make your moves. So I'm telling you, in your own relationship, ask your person this question. Like, what can I do to support you? When's the last time you asked your person that question?
Probably never.
When's the last time you said, hey person, what can I do to support you to get to where you want to be?
Right.
Man, they'll fall in love with you all over again. And in love again, and love again. They keep falling in love with you, right? Like, that's the goal. Strengthen the bond. Ask questions like that, man. What can I do for you to help you get to that where you want to be? Because the more you give, the more what happens?
You get.
The more you give, the more you get. So just give it away.
Receive, I guess what I should
Either
say.
one. It's cool. You said it good.
Let me ask you.
Ask me.
What do you have any personal objectives that you would like me? Nope, that's what we just asked. What can you do? What can I do to support you? Pretty much.
What can you do to support me?
Yes.
Keep loving me good. Hey, listen.
What do you mean by that?
Everything that encompasses love. Keep listening to me. Keep sacrificing for me.
Okay.
And make sure the physical intimacy stays physical intimacy.
Okay.
If you do that, we're gonna make it. And keep me disciplined. Keep me consistent, I would say.
Okay.
Because and humble enough, I would say this. I struggle with ADHD sometimes, so I can be kind of bounce around a little bit.
Yeah.
So the more things you have me focus on, the more distracted I become.
Okay.
So keep me laser focused on the goal, and then keep pushing me to go that way.
Okay.
Like one goal at a time. You give me 3, 4, 5, 6 goals, you already know it's gonna be. It ain't gonna work. It's too many distractions. Just keep it very simple. Simplify it down. This is the goal, Adam. Let's do this first. Stay consistent doing this, and then we can go branch off and do X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z.
Okay.
That's the best way you can support me. One goal, one mission at a time.
One band, one sound type of energy.
Execute it, yes. One band, one sound, and we
It's
go.
my turn. No, it's my turn.
All right, what's your turn? Read the question.
You was about I want you to look at it if you're ready.
All right.
It's my turn.
Hey man, for real.
He
Why she
tried
reading
to
this question,
no.
Lynn? When she reads these
It's
questions,
my turn.
ask the question.
Thank you. He trying to take my turn, y'all. So my turn is, what do you believe our most likely source of conflict is?
Read that question again.
Ooh, it jumped because I turned the phone. I need to turn the
Question 18.
off. No, yeah, I know, but it jumped in question 25. Okay. What do you believe our most likely source of conflict is?
most likely our source of conflict.
Yeah, where does our conflict arise from?
Our conflict arises mostly from having different business strategies. We have an objective, we have a goal. I have one vision, you have another vision, and when those visions don't align, it causes conflict. That's the only thing, that's our biggest conflicting point right now. Everything else is smooth sailing. Comes
Okay,
to
so I would
households.
ask you before 3 days ago, what would be our business conflict? I mean, what would be our biggest conflict?
Same thing. How we gonna make money? What we need to do to make the money? What's the approach you go about doing? This been like for years. I would say you should go this way with your your social media following. First of all, quick plug real quick. This girl's pretty much semi-famous. I would call her B-list celebrity. Maybe C-lister. You know what I'm saying? She doing her thing. Across social media, she got 500K followers, like 427,000 on Instagram, and a bunch on TikTok and Facebook too. But I would say, hey, listen, you should do this. You should try this strategy. And you'd be like, it's my fault. You don't say those words, but that's the energy I get. And then we argue.
Yeah.
But you're right. It is your following. You did build it, so you should, I guess, possibly. But that's always my biggest conflict. We have a clothing brand called My God, and we argue about how we want to roll it out, what we want to do, how we want to do it. So our biggest conflict is that. Always has been. And once we figure out this one thing, we smooth sailing.
Okay.
But yeah. May I ask you the same question?
Well, humbly, I want to tell you.
Okay.
I have almost 700K across all my platforms. I want to make sure I correct.
Okay, B-lister.
Yeah, B-lister, big B-lister.
Almost at 1 million followers across all
platforms.
platforms.
I want to correct you there. But no, the reason why, let me be very clear. The reason why I tell you that I do listen to you. When I say listen, I sit there and I'm quiet when you're giving me your ideas.
I hear you.
No, I do hear you. However, and I take my however back. And I would like to add.
Yes, please add something.
That I believe that my consistency has got me where I am. So I just really believe at this point, I have created a structure where I don't have to pivot too far left, too far right. I believe that if I keep doing this, it may not speed up as quickly as I want it to, but it will get me to the destination of the goals that I explained to you that I want to do. So yeah, I probably could throw more stuff in there, and it may get me to say, that 1 million quicker. But I've been a slow and steady wins the race type of person. So I'm kind of like okay with that at this point.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all, but I just answered your question. I didn't want you to defend your stance.
No, once you said business, you made sense, and you said that you don't feel like I listen to you when it comes to that. So I feel like I needed to respond to tell you the reasoning why, because I feel like that's a good form of communication.
Great. I agree with you.
But you just wanted me to listen and not say nothing to you and just be like, okay, you got that.
No, it was my question. I just answered my question the way I wanted to answer it.
You answered your question.
We're not going to argue in front of people.
No, yes, we are. No, we're going to have this conversation.
It's not going to happen.
No, wait, listen. No, for real, listen. So.
Our biggest source of conflict is
no,
business.
listen,
and money.
No, because people need to see this. They think that everything is like, okay, baby.
It's definitely not okay, baby.
It's not okay, baby. This is how you come over stuff. So no, you answered your question with, you said it was our business acumen does not line up. That was your answer.
Our business, the visions that
the
we
vision
have for business don't align.
Don't align. That was your answer.
Yes.
Your example was me.
That's a business.
Your answer and your example were two different. I was responding to your example. I wasn't telling you that your answer was wrong.
I got you.
Do you really?
I understand what you're saying.
Look at me.
I understand what you're saying.
Okay. No, I want to make sure this is how we communicate. So I'm not going to not communicate how we communicate on camera because
Yes, I'm just saying that we have different visions sometimes.
For sure.
And sometimes it's important to understand that in a relationship, you don't have all the right answers.
That is correct.
Nobody does. So if you block out something and you stop choosing to listen and implement, you never know if it works or doesn't work. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm not saying that one person's right or wrong, but I do believe there's different ways to skin a cat.
Right.
So it's important in a relationship to understand that nobody has all the right answers. I don't care who you are, who you're married to, how smart you think you are. It doesn't matter. Like, you don't have all the right answers. And be willing to adapt and try new things, because you never know what can work and can't work until you try it.
Advice.
That's it.
That's good advice.
All right, next question.
Thank you for allowing us to talk to that.
I love it. Next question, you ready?
Yes.
Question number 19. How can we address this area of conflict in a proactive manner?
Well, you tell me. You answer the question. I didn't answer the question, so you tell me how we proactively do it.
I always, think the best, if that's our source of conflict, is, when it comes to business, vision, I would say just try stuff. That's what business is all about. If you have an idea, say, okay, I hear your idea. I can see how it could be beneficial. Let's just try it. And what's the worst that can happen?
Right.
It doesn't work. If it don't work, then we do something else. Right?
Okay.
That's it. So that's what I would say. Just try it. As far as this particular situation and issue. Because again, I don't believe anybody has all the right answers, and nobody's right, and nobody's ever really wrong. It just comes down to trying it. It may work, it may not. If it doesn't work, pivot, do something else.
Would you?
Make sense?
Yeah. I gotta sit up because I've been trying to look cool like you. This ain't how I see. I got a good posture on me. And I'm trying to get all comfy, but I'm too comfortable.
You can't be like me.
I can't be like you.
You're going to fall asleep.
I can't be like you.
You got that fried chicken?
I got to sit up and, rice and gravy and stuff.
Yeah, I see it.
Don't.
Oh, no, I was saying your energy. I was not talking about your stomach.
No, you was.
I was talking about your energy, not your stomach.
You was.
What up, chat, man? Y'all doing... Y'all have any questions, comments? Tap in, man. Ask a question. Talk, whatever. We'll definitely respond back to you. But...
Oh, I want to ask the next one. You got to give it to me out of scene.
Ask your partner these questions. Keep saying that. Like, don't just listen to these questions. Like, as soon as you get... Why are you on this live? Like, hey, girl, come here. Hey, boy, come here. Let me ask you this question real quick.
Yeah.
Right? Get involved. Like, it's going to help you understand and learn about your partner more. So go ahead. What you got?
Okay, so the next question is, do you mind if I have a friend of the opposite gender?
Say what?
Yeah, that's what it said. That's what the question said.
What? Ask the question again. Ask the question.
He heard the question, y'all. Do you mind if I have a friend of the opposite gender?
Do I mind if you have a friend of the opposite gender?
Mm-hmm. If I make friends up with the opposite gender. Like more than one.
Chat, what y'all think?
Chat.
Like, would you be okay with your partner having friends of the opposite gender?
I want you to answer though. You asking them, I'm asking you. Let me hear you say it.
Not really. What's the definition of friend? Like, if that friend is my friend, then yeah, y'all can be friends. But that friend ain't my friend, I don't think y'all need to be friends for real. Not like that. Because here's the thing, like, it's different for men and women, I believe. Like, I believe that a man can have a female friend.
What?
I'm just talking.
Also, I don't want to be loud on this camera, y'all. He's showing his tail. Oh my god.
So what I'm saying is, I know men. Okay, I know men a lot of times, a majority of the time, they can't even control it. Like, we think with our other head as opposed to our brain.
Okay.
It's human nature, though. It's not like I intend to go out and see a beautiful girl and spend a lot of time with her and not end up being attracted to her. It's almost impossible to even be that way, I feel like. I really believe that. So you being around another man for extended periods of time, you may not have a physical attraction to him or things all platonic. He may present it to be that way, but I truly believe in his head, his thoughts going through his head, or what would it be like if it was like that. He may never express them, because here's the thing about the mind. You cannot control your thoughts. You cannot control your thoughts. You have a minimum of 6,000 thoughts that go through your head every single day. And those thoughts are uncontrollable.
Okay.
So, do I want you around somebody who's having these sexual thoughts about my wife and these sexual fantasies? No, I don't. Personally, I don't. And you can say, all men don't think like that. I don't agree.
Okay, so hold on,
I don't care how old I am, I don't agree.
Okay, so I have to interject because
Please.
I'm not saying that all men don't think like that because I'm not a man. What I am saying though, for you to make it gender specific, saying that only men can't be friends with women, but women can be friends with men, leads me to the thought to believe, first of all, you're not a woman. So you don't know what I know about women. Number two, if you are a man and you are having female friends, what you just told me was you can't have that because you're a man and you have a genetic DNA that won't allow you to not think past the friendship. So how do you think that it would be clear where a man could have female friends but a female couldn't have male friends?
Because ultimately, I get what you're saying. Touche.
So walk me through it.
I just know I wouldn't act on those things, but even me, I wouldn't want a close, intimate female friend at the stage of my life. Like, I don't want no close female friend that's always around me every day without you. Like, I don't want that.
It wouldn't happen.
Exactly, because why do you say those words?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, no, because we've had this conversation before. So, personally, this is my belief. I believe the more time that you spend with an individual, the more you learn about an individual. This individual it becomes less about looks, it becomes less about status, it becomes more about personality, it becomes more about I've learned about your trauma, I've learned about what you like and you dislike, I've learned about what you desire, what you don't desire. Those things create bonds. And typically between a male and a female, not even on purpose, I don't think it's purposely, you can't help but be like, you kind of really cool. I kind of do vibe with you. I kind of do rock with you. I kind of see traits. It's not saying that everything that I see, but there are traits in you that I would pick in a woman. Whether you have a woman or you don't have a woman, those are traits that I admire. And so it's not saying that you would ever act on those, but it is saying that as a human, okay, I kind of like that. And that's not a right or wrong thing, but the more you put your person around that, you're setting them up for failure, in my opinion.
I think you're thinking past the physical.
That's what I said. It's not physical.
Yeah,
Most of the time, it's not physical.
It's the emotional connection that's built.
Yeah.
Because you can cheat non-physically.
For sure.
You can cheat emotionally. So you've been around this other person who has masculine energy. Y'all start connecting on an emotional level and then the spiritual level. Now you having thoughts about, oh man, I like how you make me feel emotional. I like how emotionally intelligent he is. I wish my man was this is emotionally intelligent, this spiritually connected to God, like all that stuff. So I think you just eliminate it, draw the line in the sand and say, if we have, that's why people get married, you have married friends. Like everybody's married and nobody's having like individual one-on-one friends in another demographic.
I will tell y'all, we went through certain scenarios where we've had friends, story time, real quick one. We've had friends who have met other friends. And typically they're on my side. They're like the girls who meet one of his guy friends. And as soon as they meet his guy friend, they're like, he ugly. He this. And then next thing I turn around, literally, it's been only a week. Oh my God, I really like him. I really did. And you'd be like, hold on, what happened? You just said he was ugly. No, I sat down and I had a conversation with him. And when somebody stimulates your mind, baby, it don't matter what they look like. Immediately, your vision changes. It's like, honey, you done tapped into my mind. My mind can't even see what you really look like. I see what I see from how you stimulated me. And people have changed their full perspective. We watched it happen multiple times.
It's two things: mental stimulation and making them laugh. You can make them laugh and stimulate their mind. Oh, you broke the barrier. You don't know who that person could be.
Right. So if you're looking for somebody, if you're on this live and you're looking for somebody, that would be something that I would tell you, don't ever focus on. If you feel like you don't have all the physical aspects or people take shots at your physical aspect, okay, that's cool. Focus on what you have to offer outside of that. Focus on what you know, and typically that will draw somebody in. And then I'll tell you on the other side, if you are taken, don't ever take advantage of, oh, I ain't worried about her. Child, I done seen me, I done seen her, and vice versa, men. Oh, I done seen him, I'm not worried about, because it's not about the looks. Once you don't know what somebody knows and you don't know what somebody's been through, and when they start having that connection, it's so much, it's
hard to break that connection.
It's over with. It's over with.
Hard to break the connection. Good. I'm glad you took on story time. Next question.
You cut me off.
I did not.
I'm just playing.
What makes you envious of others?
Nothing.
You gotta be honest. Anything?
I am nothing.
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 No
I really
envy in your heart.
I think we them.
What makes you envious of others? Anything?
Nothing. I think I'm her.
Oh, she got a bigger booty than me.
I be thinking in my head that I got a big booty, so.
She got more money than me.
Because anytime I see people with more money than me, I be like, they ain't happy for real.
But they on the yachts. They on this big old yacht.
Yachts don't impress me.
Okay.
I'm not. That's not me. That's not me.
All right.
So I'll ask you, since you be honest, what makes you envious of others?
Nah, no envy.
Okay.
I don't have any envy. Cause I know that nobody's better than me, and I'm not better than anybody else. That's a lesson in humility for you. When you're looking at even this social media stuff, right? You become very envious on social media because social media is a lot of highlight reel stuff.
Right.
Right? And you can look at like, dang, I wish I had their lifestyle. I wish I had their support or whatever. You start doing that kind of stuff, then you realize like, well, honestly, they're no different than I am. They're not better than me. I'm not better than me. We're all the same. We all put our pants on the same way, one leg at a time. And if you understand that, you believe they can do it, I can do it. We all got a story. Like we all got past pain and trauma, and we all like have certain charismas. Like, so envious, no. And I got one of the ones too. Like I judge them, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm married, I got a beautiful family. Like so, no envy. To be honest.
Well, I'll tell you what I think helped me with this lane as well, and I think it helped him too because we done been together for so long that anything I done experienced, he done experienced. I think what helped us was, first of all, God put me in a position to be placed around the people who the world views as the who's who's. God has put me in the position to meet some of these affluent people who, if y'all met, y'all be like, oh my God, I met so-and-so and so-and-so last night. And I'm not saying I'm not giving nobody flowers. I would be lying. I'm a big hype girl. I'm going to hype you up.
Keep it 100.
But what I'm saying is when I've come into these rooms, I've had these people tell me, you treated me regular. Like,
go ahead and name drop me.
I'm not name dropping nothing.
Okay.
You treated me this way. You treated me that way. And I'm like, because when you get around that environment, when God allows you to be placed around that environment, and you get into the place where you can talk to these people, like, not like, hey, how you doing? Like, no. Like, hear their pain, hear what they're going through and stuff. That's when you start to notice, like, dang, the only thing that make us different is our bank account. But the things we go through daily, same thing. The things that we have to overcome, same thing. The losses that we're going to take, same thing. The people who going to be taken out of our life, same thing. So when you start to see that, it's like the only thing different between you and that next person who is maybe a little higher than you on the financial scale or maybe higher than you on the follower scale, maybe the only thing that may be different, I promise to God, is that bank account. Everything else they experience just like you.
Sometimes they ain't different either. They may look like it's different, but everybody at different levels. But my wife she humble, but she really one of them ones for real. Like, so when she say that, she truly stand on that. Like, she the one y'all just ain't heard of or seen yet, but you gonna end up like, oh, I used to watch their lives when they were doing pillow talk. And we ain't never gonna stop them, but I like pillow talk.
You like it?
I like pillow talk. Our bed gonna get bigger.
Our bed gonna get bigger?
Bigger bed, better pillows. But for real though, like, if you go follow her social medias, AmberDee 2 E's across all platforms.
Okay. You better hype your life up.
And just look at people that follow her. Like, people that follow her, that be in her DMs, like, chatting with her, like, she really one of them people. So for her to say that, I believe you 1,000% and take her advice.
Yay.
All right, that was 21. 22. Might be your turn to ask this question.
Oh, it's my turn. It's my turn. You be reading them though, so you be prepared. I don't like that. Ooh, what topics of discussion make you furious or make you feel bad? Oh, can you do it? I'm gonna let you answer first. And then if you say what I'm thinking you're gonna say, then you can do it.
What topics of discussion make me furious or feel bad?
What
furious is a strong word.
Or make you feel bad.
Me furious?
You're focusing on
or
the wrong
make me
thing.
feel bad.
What topics of discussion, take fears out, what topics of discussion make you feel bad?
I can't think right now. Maybe you should answer this question for me. What question you about to ask?
I was gonna tell you Teddy in the story time because I've never seen my husband really furious. I think I can count on a hand where, not like little debate wise, I'm talking about like mad, like, or almost like a, what you call it, like a chip on your shoulder. That's what the people say, right?
Yeah, that could be a chip on your shoulder.
So like a chip on your shoulder. And I know that time that somebody said they could buy my life, that put a chip on your shoulder.
Buy your life?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so
that didn't make you feel good and you were ready to turn
It didn't. So that's a quick story. Quick story is, I want to be able to provide my wife with like everything. This is always how my mindset was. I knew I had one of them ones before she knew she was one of them ones. Okay. So I always want to make sure that, hey, listen, whatever I'm doing, I'm providing at the highest level as a man. Because as men, we want to provide at that. We were born to be providers and protectors.
Right.
So I want to provide at the highest level with lifestyle, whatever, right? But one time she ran into this rapper. I'm not gonna drop any rapper names, but rappers have entourages, and somehow she came across somebody's entourage again somewhere else, and then he had met her before.
Friend.
Yeah, they had a common friend, and the person in the entourage. Well, number one, the rapper wanted her, but she turned the rapper down. But the entourage guy wanted her too, because she wanted the ones again, right? Anyway, I guess they talking somewhere at this bar or whatever. And he like, yeah, I still want you. And he was like, I'll give you my car, my Lambo, whatever. She's like, I don't need you. I got a man. My man make good money. He work at Verizon.
I was hyping my man up, honey. I was hyping my man up.
So I used to work at Verizon retail sales. And it was a small town. I was making maybe close to $100K a year. So I thought I was doing my thing, right? And she a country girl too, so $100K a year coming from where we from. Yeah, that's make a lot of money. This was like, again, about 10 years ago, at least almost 10 years ago. And he said, I forgot what you told me he said, but it was something like, your man can't be doing for you what I can do for you because he work at Verizon. Let me tell y'all something. Like immediately. Like not immediately.
And he said the words that I can buy your life.
I didn't know he said all that. But even those words, like as a man, like how does that hit you? If people can say those words and you hear those words, it don't trigger something in you, you need some rewiring. Because immediately I was like, dang, what? Adam, you got to step your game up a little bit, just a little bit. Like where you are is cool, but there are people are playing at a higher level than you. And you just as smart as, just as talented as, you need to get in that position to where nobody can ever tell you like that again. And so ever since that day, I've been on a constant pursuit. I left a small town, moved to the city of Atlanta, moved back to the city of Atlanta, and I'm like, we're gonna figure this thing out.
And I told him just as a communication tactic. I didn't think it was like anything like that, but that was one of the things like that's what he heard. So
yeah,
that's what he heard. In current day, I had told him very recently that same person spunked the block again, trying to talk to me. I told you that a few weeks ago.
It was the same person?
I told you that a few weeks ago. I said, so-and-so done coming on my thing tonight. And you was like, what? Same person.
Oh,
Same person.
So he's still shooting his shot, right? But that
and I'm still with the same man.
As a man, it still motivate me to know, hey, listen, people in this world are playing at a higher level than you. So if you're watching this live right now, like understand, like if there are people around you playing at that level, get in a position where you can play at the same level. Because they're not better than you. I don't want to hear that, I don't want money, I don't want money. It's not about the money, it's about the security that you can have and provide for your family, for your wife, for your kids, and yada, 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 yada.
But I got to take a second to say y'all that he hypes me up so much. Like, he is for sure my #1 supporter. And through that, like, I can't sit here and just humbly not tell you that you always knew you that guy. You that guy. I've always said you that guy. And
well, I pulled you, so I'm pretty sure. I mean, I know what I got. I know you gotta be confident in yourself for one. Never lose your confidence, #1.
Yeah.
Right. That's the tip of the day. Never lose your confidence. But yeah, I appreciate those words.
No problem.
Same question for you.
What topics of discussion make you feel bad? Honestly,
yes. What topics
furious.
of discussion make you furious or make you feel bad?
Not furious, feel bad. Mine is a little less like no story, or probably less important, honestly. But topics of discussion that make me feel bad is when I found out that I made somebody else feel bad, or I found out that I did something to make somebody have a reaction to me rather than a smile. And that's just because I'm so into. When I say that, let me be very clear. I'm not speaking on internet terms. I'm not. If you smile, you smile. If you don't, you don't. I hope that I can make you smile because my goal is to leave you better than I found you. That is my goal. So I'm not going to, shy away from that. But I do understand the internet. You cannot control them. So if I do upset or offend you, that's never the goal. But when it comes to the people closest around me, if I hurt you and you express that hurt to me, that makes me feel really bad because that's never my intent.
Recent example?
Oh, well, I've had a couple.
Most recent one? Somebody invite you somewhere, right? They invited you somewhere, you didn't come.
Child, people be saying, are you talking about just like 2 days ago?
Yes.
That? Oh, attacked. Yeah. So apparently people invite me places, and for me, I think that everybody thinks like me. And so again, this is one of the things that I'm not doing something to intentionally hurt anybody. I just don't sometimes see the other perspective. And so I got invited someplace, I did not come, and then I had to sit in the paint on somebody telling me that I hurt them and that I don't show up and and that stuff gets me because I try my hardest to always show up. I always try my hardest to be present when I'm there. I am fully engaged. I'm rarely ever like when if y'all follow me on social media, I'm not on social media posting my friends and stuff. Like if I'm there, I am in the moment. And so like stuff like that really bothers me. Stuff like that really bothers me.
It does. You're very, I think they call it being an empath.
Is that what that means?
Empath. That means you're very in tune with other people's emotions, and when they feel bad, it makes you feel bad.
Oh, it tears me down.
What do they call it? I think that's what it is. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
I gotta Google that later.
Yeah.
Tears me down, y'all.
Make it feel bad. All right, question number we moved through these questions. Question 23.
Okay.
How will you take responsibility for your actions if we disagree? So 23. How will you take responsibility for your actions if we disagree?
Say, Cat.
Does that take responsibility?
Isn't it?
Yeah. We're going to move past that question, y'all.
Isn't it?
We'll move past that question. I think 24 is a better question. We'll see the question. Question 24. I think this is an important one. This is probably the question of the day. There's always one question of the day, and I want you to take this question and ask your person this question. If you have kids, if you're co-parenting, ask this question, all right?
Okay.
How will we recognize if our relationship is suffering as a result of parenting our children?
Oh.
All right, as a question again for those in the back.
Yeah, I'm in the back.
How will we recognize if our relationship is suffering as a result of parenting our children?
I honestly don't have an answer. Can you help me?
Well, I'm going to say this. The reason this question is important.
It is very important.
Because a lot of times, when people have kids, they put their kids before the relationship.
Yeah.
And a lot of people believe that once I have kids, my kids are now my primary focus. And that is totally incorrect. I believe that is the absolutely wrong way to live your life. Your kids should not be your focus. Your focus should be each other. Always. Always put yourself first, because without the love that you two have experienced, there will be no kids. So if you start putting your kids before your partner, there are signs that start showing that. Sign number 1 could be lack of physical intimacy. Because now we're focused so much on the kids.
Y'all knew he was going back to that.
Got to.
Go ahead.
Because now we spend so much time with the kids that we ain't even connected no more.
Yeah.
We spend so much energy running around behind them, taking them to practice, doing this, doing that. And a lot we have parents and friends who do this. they invest so much time in their kids that their relationship is they're always arguing, bickering. They're suffering because they don't get to spend that quality time together anymore.
Right.
Because the kids not in the picture. Now you say, well, you got to set your kids up for success and important invest. I understand that. But what your kids do, the worst thing that happens to your kids is if you two get divorced because we were focused so much on you. That would tear them apart, I feel like. So I think signs for us would be we're both quality time people. Mm-hmm. So if we lose that quality time, we're not spending time together anymore, then we recognize, okay, well, what's happening? And it could be a telltale sign that's because our parenting. I feel that way. That's just how I feel. But
no, okay. So you gave me a direction, and I believe. Okay, I received everything you said. I believe that your focus should be each other, and if my focus is him and his focus is me, then we can both focus on them. So I don't think that. I want to be clear on that, saying that they are a focus. They're just not the main focus. Because if we want to go back biblically, we're going to go back there. You know that the hierarchy is, if you believe in the hierarchy of the Bible, that it is God, it is spouse, and then it is kids, and then it is everything else. So knowing that, you can't have anything sustainable if the top of the hierarchy isn't sustainable. Because everything else then will fall, like he said. So I do believe that. I think what we do really well with that is, and that's not part of the question, but I think what we do really well is we spend time together and we get that fixed, so to say, and then we take our time together and say, all right, let's go invest in our kids.
Yes.
So it's not like, oh, you're doing this, you're doing this, you're doing that. No, we're all sitting there and we're all having that family quality time. First, we only had one kid, so he got some of that extra side time. Our daughter is a girl, so every now and then she'll come to just, like me and mess with me. But overall, we let them know, no, we are a family. We're going to spend time family-wise. And that has worked for us. So I would say you definitely have to communicate with your partner, though, because there has been times where I told you, like, I ain't getting no time. Like, this ain't, no. Like, you were trying so hard because we have a boy that I believe at one point you were working, and then when you weren't working, you have a son, and that is important as well.
Yeah, everything's important, right?
But you can't sit in there and just play the game with him all day.
Can't do that.
Because then now you neglect me and you neglect your daughter.
Yeah.
So you just have to have a talk and put a plan in place that works for your family. It's not going to be a one-size-fits-all type thing.
I guess. Spend time with each other. All right, 25, your question.
We got 15 more minutes, so don't go to sleep on me.
I ain't sleep.
Comfortable.
I'm up, man.
Okay, so 25.
I love this stuff.
Do you?
I love this. For real.
Okay. What should we do if we know? That's what you read. I'm on 26 then. Is there anything you never want me to tell my friends or family?
Is there anything I don't want you to tell your friends or family?
I done got comfortable again.
Nah. Anything I don't want you to tell your friends or family. I'm trying to think of something. No. Like I believe transparency is always the best. So if you want to just talk and blab, man. I'm not gonna put any muzzle on you. Do you have anything?
Yeah.
All right, what?
I believe if we're going through something very severe and something that we're pretty much fighting for our relationship on our own, I don't then need you to go tell your friends or family, because then that just adds more pains and more stress to the situation that's already stressful. So I do believe that something should be kept in your household. I think the problem is when people get emotional, they like to talk. And I have somebody close to us, you probably know who it is. We talked to them today.
Yeah.
So they taught me that actually. They taught me that when they went through something, we got a phone call but no one else got a phone call about what they were doing. And because they trusted us so much to not open our mouth and let that be beyond that room, that when they decided to fix it, it wasn't then a blabbing ear of, why are you doing that? No, you can't do that. You got to, it wasn't, they didn't have that extra pressure. They could just move on and truly forgive, and not say forget, but forgive and move on. And I feel like when you input other people's opinions, same thing I said with social media.
Yeah.
As soon as you put your business out there, you are inviting everyone else's opinions, and you can't stop that even when you decide to forgive. Whatever it is. It could be anything.
Yeah, because people won't forget
They don't
what you told them.
Yeah, because it's easier for people to forget things in their situation, but they're always the first to judge in yours. So I like to keep my thing close to the chest, because it ain't your business.
It ain't your business. Ain't none of your friends' business. Ain't none of your friends' business. Yeah. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Cool. So don't be telling if you're going through something hard, don't be running around talking to my friends and family about it.
No, I mean, you do what you want to do. You wrong.
But we married though.
Yeah, I'm just saying, and I'm not saying that ever ended badly for us, because when we had a situation and you talked to your friends about it, your friend at the time actually sent you a song that got us good. So I'm not saying that all bad is bad advice, but you never know which way it's gonna go.
I got you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Good. I like that. Having seeing growth. I'm learning. We're growing. I like that, man. Again, do this for your own folk though. Like, I'm serious on that. Like, I don't want y'all to just listen to us. I want you to, like, right, if you hear a couple of questions, damn, I need to ask my old lady that question, or my man that question. Ask that question. Like, just ask the question, see how they feel about it. So then you won't step on any toes. You won't be in a social setting drinking that Don Julio and go to start saying some crazy stuff. I don't do that. All right. Cool. 20. We're moving. How should we celebrate our major anniversaries?
Every anniversary is a major anniversary.
How should we celebrate them?
With love.
How so?
Whatever we deem as love at that point. I don't think that it doesn't have a certain, we could be in our bed. We could literally be in our bed doing nothing, or we could be on yachts in Miami.
You don't care about yachts though.
I just gave you the high and the low.
Okay.
Obviously, that was the high for me.
Okay.
I'm not skydiving or anything, so that was the high.
I got you.
So, so I think like whatever we deem is okay, but I do believe make sure it's a priority and never forget. You forget my anniversary.
We'll get over it. We'll get over it if we forget it, right? We'll move on.
You got to stand in the pain.
No. All right, next question. What do you think? What is your question?
What new skills should we acquire as a group?
What new skills should we acquire as a group? You know what? I was thinking about this, and there's two things I'm thinking.
Okay.
Number one, I think we should get the skill of marketing, like building funnels.
Okay.
Because in the digital society we live in now, we want to be, full-time content creator, but also have educational products and stuff like that.
Right.
It's important to have well-built funnels to capture that traffic.
Okay.
And it's a skill set to that.
Okay.
Right? And if we know that skill set, we can always market whatever we want to market. And, whatever we want. We can market whatever we want to market. All right? So I think that's one thing, one skill set, the art of marketing in the digital environment.
Okay. Number
two, I would say, this is a little deeper one, we should acquire this skill set of neuro-linguistics programming. So what is that? You may ask. So
I'm literally like, what is he talking about?
So neuro-linguistics programming is basically, it's a coaching tool, it's a communication tool. It teaches you how to communicate to yourself by the words you say to yourself. Neuro means brain, right? Linguistic language. Programming is how you program your brain with words. Language. So linguistic language, yeah. So neuro-linguistic programming. So basically how to program your mind with words.
Okay.
Not just your mind though, how to program other people's mind with words.
Okay.
How to ask the right questions. Because if you can change the way somebody thinks, you can change their life. And you change the way they think by the words that you say.
Mm-hmm.
So if we learn the skill of neuro-linguistics programming,
Okay.
we can influence people to be better people. We will use our powers for good, of course, not evil.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But those are two skills I say we should acquire as a group.
I love that. I think we should be intentional on that.
Yes. What is yours?
Well, yours was way deeper.
What's
than
up,
mine,
Jose?
so-
Is that Josie?
Josie.
What's up, Josie?
Mine is not as deep as yours.
Huh?
So I feel like mine's not like doesn't sound as
It's
smart as
your
yours.
skills. They ain't gotta be smart as me.
But then you bring out all these words and stuff that we're like, oh, we need a dictionary for. Now I feel like I can't compete.
What skills do you think we should acquire together?
I was just gonna say gardening.
Gardening? Okay.
I was gonna say like gardening / farming.
That's important. In 2025, all this fear mongering going on right now,
Yeah.
that's a good skill set to have. Y'all know the world is ending, by the way.
Don't say that. We don't promote fear. He's just playing, y'all. He's literally just playing.
But yeah, learning how to garden. Why are you saying that's a good skill to have?
Well, number one, it's always going to it's a skill that you will always need.
Okay.
It's a skill that can produce assets.
Okay.
And it's a skill also that is a survival skill if needed.
Mm.
And I want to make sure that we are good in surviving, because if something did happen,
Not saying that it will.
not saying that it will, but if it did, we would be prepared, and we could literally duck off in the middle of the night, go in the middle of nowhere, and we could just there's plenty of open fields and stuff where people just want to find you. Build a tent and garden, and you just out there chilling for real.
Okay.
Like what Rick Ross says, we farming our own chickens. Cluck, 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 cluck,
You
cluck.
farm our own chickens.
That's what he said. Quack, quack. Oh no, he said quack, quack, quack. That's what he said.
He did say
He
quack,
said
quack,
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 quack. Yeah, gotcha. Okay, now that's actually great, man. Gardening is good. Growing tomatoes,
Yeah.
red peppers,
Yep.
blueberries,
Yep.
grapes.
Yep. We might not have no meat, but we don't really need to survive with meat as long as we have our fruit
Okay.
and find out.
I think we should look into that. We should find people garden. I like that. All right, we got 7 minutes left. One more? Or do you think we should end
Yeah,
it?
we can do one more.
One more. All right, one more.
Ooh.
This is a good one to end it on.
Excuse me, y'all. I'm so sorry.
That fried chicken you ate? All right.
I didn't even eat a full piece of fried chicken. Y'all ate all the good chicken. Be quiet.
Under what
This
situation?
was my turn.
Yes. Oh, you
No,
did. I went first last time.
Turn.
I went first last time.
Exactly, so it's my turn to go first.
No, I answered the
No,
question.
you did the new school should we acquire as a group, didn't you?
No, I answered neuro-linguistic programming, and I said
It's your turn.
it is my turn. Okay. Under what situations do you believe we should seek counseling?
Ooh.
Under what situations do you believe we should seek counseling? And now this question is important because you should know the red flags, if there are red flags. Because if there's smoke, there's what?
Fire.
If you know the signs early, you can put the fire out. So what do you think?
I hope you can't get canceled for my answer.
I mean,
I personally wouldn't do counseling. That is not me saying that counseling isn't good for others. For me personally, I believe that I have been blessed with a certain level of a communication skill where I can communicate.
Okay.
I don't need a mediator for me to tell you how I feel. I can very much vocalize it. So for me, seeking counseling would never be something I would bring to you. So that would be a question that you would have to ask for me, because I would never, under any circumstances, tell you we need to seek counseling. I'm not paying somebody to come sit in our business. And if we sitting in there, I ain't talking.
Give me kids.
I just told you, I'm not telling nobody, especially nobody random, my business. We can go talk to our friends if we need inside. We can have a sister circle type thing with our friends, but I would never go like counseling.
Okay.
Personally.
Love your answer.
What about you?
We should seek counseling
He gonna give a political answer, y'all.
under the premise of us wanting to learn and grow and become better people.
What?
Yeah, so we would just seek out counseling, not because we are in trouble or it just we want to keep growing and learning. Like I said before, I want to become the best therapist I could be for you. And we go into a counseling session for us to just be, let's see what they got. Not that we have major issues or problems. This is what can this person do? Why do people go? Because you don't know what the hype is if you like don't go to the party, right? Everybody say,
That
"Oh,
was good.
this stuff is good. Counseling is so good. Everybody should get counseling." I'm like, I don't see the reason why. I'm good. I don't need it. Then you go, you be like, okay, I learned something.
But the only people who I've known that ever been to counseling is when I asked why they went to counseling, because we literally just, they weren't hearing me. They just couldn't listen. So we had to get somebody to come in and like really break it down for them.
Yeah.
If you can't listen to me and listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth, I'm not gonna hire no other lady to make it make sense for you. You got to learn to make it make sense for yourself.
I understand that. I 100% understand that.
But I love your perspective of you just want to grow.
It's kind of like church. It's kind of like God, I would say.
How?
Most people don't seek out God until they need Him. Most people don't go to counseling until they need it.
So you want to go to counseling?
No, I'm not now. No, like that's not like priority number one right now. That's not. It's like priority number.
No, I'm saying if you had
if we
500K in your bank account, would you just say like we should go to counseling?
I won't put a number on it. I would just say if we had unlimited, if we're unlimited resources, like we're waking up free every day, do what we need to do. And what else can we do, baby, to become stronger as a couple, as individuals?
You would say let's go to counseling?
I said let's try it out. People get counseling before they get married. Like they have premarital counseling before they get married.
No, I hope my face is looking like, I can't control my face, y'all. So my face is looking like, but that's literally genuinely intrigued because we've had, I guess it's because something I've never heard before. We've had conversations around counseling and you've also been like, no. So this is really interesting to hear your perspective shift.
I just like being around smart people, and we're not stay there forever, but go for 3 sessions, 4 sessions, 5 sessions to see what it is. If it's truly worthless, then we stop going.
Have you not seen my shrinking shallow?
Yeah, and those people learn stuff.
Those people are messed up in their own home lives.
But they teach people stuff that's sitting in front of them.
They ain't got better yet. I'm still watching the show, but they ain't got better yet.
But no, that makes sense though. That makes sense. It's not. It's priority number. If it's had 1,000 priorities, that would be priority 1,000 on the list.
But it's still something you would like to seek out.
What's the hype about? I don't have any. If I had any therapist friends, I mean, I wouldn't do that. But maybe need some therapist friends. So we go to dinner with them. They come over. They try to give us some of that psychobabbling stuff. You know, that psychobabbling mumbo jumbo.
Yeah.
And I learned that way. So we gotta go to. So that's what we need. We need therapist friends.
Y'all, we going to therapy. We going to counseling.
We ain't going no counseling. No.
If you want to do it, yeah, we're going. We're going.
I want to do a lot of stuff for that. A lot of stuff. Please hear what I said. I said neurolinguistic programming. I said
A lot of stuff.
a lot of stuff, right? I would let's find a higher personal trainer before we get a counselor. Let's get right. Let's get these pecs right. These traps. These guns.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that way before a counselor. Counselor, again, if I had 1 million things on the list, it'll be number 1 million.
Okay.
All right, good. So 7:59.
Y'all.
Invite them to the community.
So we go live every day at 7 o'clock. Y'all already know. Thank y'all so much for tuning in.
Pillow talk.
This was another episode of Pillow Talk. And before we go off, we have to invite you guys to our High Value Marriage community. Well, it's called High Value Marriage University, where it is a community of like-minded people who, if you're struggling with your marriage and you're looking for your saving grace, you can come in and you can get tips, advice, and experience from those who have been through the same thing as you. If you are already a very strong, solid relationship and you're just looking to become more strong and more solidified, you can come in as well. Or if you're just looking for married friends, it's a community where we give you exercises, where we meet up, where we just really, we are a big old family. And we would love for you guys to come join us.
1,000%, man. 1,000%. But listen, it's at 8 o'clock. right at the hour mark. We don't want to hold you too long. Y'all got things to do. We got things to do. But rest and believe that tomorrow we'll be here at the same time doing the same thing. We got
different topic. Different topic tomorrow.
I like this topic. I don't know.
Different topic tomorrow.
We'll see. We'll see. You ready to bail on it already?
Yeah.
It's 101 questions. We only got the question number 30.
We can pillow talk in our bed and ask each other.
How much time and space apart from each other we require? What is the maximum number of days between sex that is too long?
We'll pray about it.
We gotta talk about these tomorrow,
No,
y'all.
we'll pray about it.
Yeah. Hey, listen, y'all. Pillow talk. We out. Appreciate y'all.
Bye.
Go cut the camera off.
You don't cut it
It's
off?
so far away from this.
Come on, Sam. Look at that. Look how you just jumped up. Ooh.
Get the folks a pretty smile.
That big, strong man.
I'm gonna end the live.
The X at the top. The X at the top.